Paragliding is the recreational and competitive adventure sport of flying paragliders. Lightweight, free-flying foot-launched glider aircraft with no rigid primary structure. The pilot sits in a harness or lies supine in a cocoon-like pod, suspended below a fabric wing. Wing shape is maintained by the suspension lines, the pressure of the air entering the vents in the front of the wing, and the aerodynamic forces of the air flowing over the outside. It is a sport of flying parachutes with design modifications that enhance their gliding capabilities. Unlike hang gliders and their close relations, paragliders have no rigid framework. The parachute canopy acts as the wing and is constructed of fabric cells with openings at the front that allow them to be inflated by movement through the air, the ram air effect. In today's video, we will talk about the topic, history of paragliding. In the present time, thousands of people enjoy paragliding all over the world. Its origin is dated back to World War I, when a parachute was first used for reasons other than landing. Volunteer parachutists were towed up behind a submarine at the request of the Navy to observe the land in distance. This sport can be traced to the activities of French parachute inventor Pierre Lemoyne, who launched his advanced round parachute canopies in the 1950s. The ram air inflated cell structure originated in the early 1960s with the kite and parachute designs of Canadian-born American inventor Domina Jalbert. These designs evolved into steerable rectangle parachutes with relatively high forward speed. It was soon found that it had significant glide performance to allow them to be launched from steep slopes as well as by the craft deployment usual from parachutists. In 1965, David Barsh was working on a sailplane that was meant for the helping of the recovery of NASA capsules. After first testing it out on the Hunter Mountain, New York, he called it sloping soaring and began promoting it as a summer activity for resorts. David Barsh is surely the most important in paragliding history, as it is thought he was the first creator of paragliding as people know it today. NASA coined the term paraglider in the 1960s, and the word paragliding was first widely used in the 1970s. The British Air Association of Parascending was the first established organization to put the spotlight on paragliding as a sport. In 1979, paragliding was finally recognized as a world sport by Gerard Boson at the Gliding World Championship. Paragliding as a sport started growing rapidly. The first paragliding school was founded in the year 1979 itself, with Batemps serving as an instructor. In 1985, Laurent de Kalbermotten began manufacturing and selling the first wing intended specifically for paragliding. Paragliding began spreading to the US in the mid to late 1980s and continued growing thereafter. After a decade, in 1989, the first Paragliding World Championship was held in Kösen, Austria. In the same year, Hans-Jörg Bachmar set the first straight distance world record of 69.15 kilometers that was recorded by the World Air Sports Federation. It was broken by two other pilots by the end of that year, then jumped to nearly 150 kilometers by December 1990. Records for straight distance flown on a paraglider continued to increase, breaking 400 kilometers in 2007. The current straight record of 564.3 kilometers, or 350 miles, was set on October 13, 2016 by Donizete Baldassar Lemos, Rafael Monteiro Saladini, and Samuel Nascimento. England held the first World Paragliding Accuracy Landing Championship in the year 2000. Today, paragliding is a recognized sport thousands of people participate in all across the globe. Now, it is easier, safer, and more exciting than ever to learn to paraglide. Glider designs are continuously improving, making paragliders lighter, more stable, and easier to fly, as well as giving them increasingly better performance. And with thousands of participants worldwide, paragliding has something for everyone. Hiking or even camping with your wing, soaring the coastline, flying across country to beat your personal or world records, performing aerobatics, and participating in competitions, to list a few options. The sport is also continuing to evolve, with new designs shrinking paragliders into speed wings and mini wings that allow pilots to fly low and fast down the mountain sides. Despite not using an engine paraglider, flight can last for many hours and cover many hundred kilometers, though flights of 1 to 2 hours and covering some 10 kilometers are more the norm. By skillful exploitation of lift, the pilot may gain height, often climbing to altitudes of few thousand meters. The Alps are the most famed paragliding spot in the world, and paragliders can be found anywhere in the world. The majority of paragliders reside in Europe, but there are many places to get the most out of the sport in North America. Paragliding in the Bay Area offers some of the most spectacular views and exhilarating experiences. No matter where they live in the world, paragliding paragliders continue to carry the sport forward into the coming days. If you've ever dreamt of flying free in the air, paragliding offers the most accessible way to soar like a bird. Have a safe flight, folks. Hope this video added some value to your knowledge and thoughts. Do share your views in the comments section below, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video.